We welcome you to Lakota West High School here in Westchester, Ohio, the Division I Region 4 semifinal in girls volleyball here in the state of Ohio. The Seton Saints and the Mount Notre Dame Cougars taking each other on for a chance to go to the regional final on Saturday here at Lakota West. That would be against Ursuline. Hello everybody, welcome inside Lakota West High School. Patrick Etchen with you. Rest of our great ICRC crew on hand for this one this evening between Seton and Mount Notre Dame. These two teams split the season series. Seton won at home in 5 sets on September 7th. The last meeting between these two teams was on September 30th. Mount Notre Dame winning that matchup in 4 sets. These teams also splitting the season series last year. First time they've met in the playoffs in a very long time, with a chance again to go to the regional final Saturday. On the line here this evening against Ursuline, who beat Ursula in 5 sets last night in this gym. And for Mount Notre Dame, it would be yet another trip to the regional final if they were to make it here tonight. But Seton, kind of the surprise in the GGCL this year, with a chance to make it for the first time since the early 2000s. Our first serve of the night will come from Mount Notre Dame. They're the road team in this game to Seton, the home team. It's Maggie Butkovich who sends it away to the Saints. Sent over there by Sarah Bates. Mount Notre Dame's in trouble, and the first point of the match belongs to Seton. Seton coming off a 4-set win over Springboro back on Saturday to get to this point. They've also beat Milford and Loveland in the playoffs so far. A few substitutions here as the service heads back to the Saints. We'll have Reagan Miller come out. That was Lydia Rogers, number 8 in black, coming in for Seton. Service here to Sakura Codling. Sends it back over. Mount Notre Dame against some trouble at the net. Can't get it over. And it's 2-0 Seton here in our first set. Back to Codling, goes the serve. Fires it over toward the back. Mount Notre Dame decides to push it across. Carly Hendrickson at that hit. Send it far side. There's a good block. First point of the night for Mount Notre Dame. Sydney Stigler tried to get it over the net for Seton. The tag is blocked there by Mount Notre Dame, gives them their first point here of the night, 2-1. Served by served by Kenzie Cogan of Mount Notre Dame. And this one tipped over by Seton at the net. Stigler got the kill. It's a 2-point Seton lead here in set number 1. And if you're just joining us, regional semifinal for Division I, Region 4 here in the state of Ohio. The winner has a chance to play Ursuline tomorrow, or on Saturday rather, the regional finals. Mount Notre Dame earns a point there. Pretty good teamwork by the Cougars on that last one. Score is 4-1 in favor of Seton. Beg your pardon, they actually give the point to Seton. Carly Hendrickson comes up with a big one for Mount Notre Dame. A Florida commit, number 2 in blue. Is one to watch this season for the Cougars. 353 kills. His second in the league coming into our matchup tonight, the Girls Greater Catholic League. Early trouble for Seton, they regain control. Sent across by Bates. Mount Notre Dame regroups and Hendrickson comes up big for the near side. 4-3. Last 2 points belong to the Cougars. This is why she's been so good all year. Finds the open space. Seton trying to get a point. Good block. Mount Notre Dame knocks down that spike attempt. And Hendrickson, the soft tap to tie us up at 4. It was 4-1 Seton. 3 unanswered points here by the Cougars of Mount Notre Dame. Served by Abby Healy. Seton works it down. Tessa Jones that time of the kill out of the reach of the defenders for the Cougars.
Now serving for the Saints, number 12, Tessa Jones.
Tessa Jones will take over the service now for the Saints. 5-4 to score in the first set. Good diving stop made by Colgan of Mount Notre Dame. Hendrickson's soft tap is corralled by Seton. And there's a spike that finds its way in bounds. Sarah Bates that time of the kill. Back part of that Mount Notre Dame end. Finds some room between a couple of Cougars back there guarding the line. Hendrickson, kill attempt, and it will be sent over by Seton. Good defense there by the Saints. Tap back part of the Seton end, sent over. Good job by both arms by the Saints. Hendrickson again out the back. And it's 6-4, the Saints on top. So Hendrickson's turn now to serve to get another look at that last point. Goes back to Mount Notre Dame, 6-5 as they're scoring our first set. Hendrickson gets it kind of the middle part of that Seton end on the floor. There's a spike that got tipped. Goes down for Sarah Bates, number 7, got the kill for Seton.
Checking in for Seton, number 14.
Couple of subs here for the Saints coming in. Reagan Miller who comes in, she's going to serve. And Allie Kirch will also make an appearance here for the Saints. They're up by 2. Miller gets it across and a bad first touch by Abby Healy. So the ace there for Reagan Miller. With Seton up by 3, and it's really been Seton the better team here early on. Miller out the back. 2-point set at 8-6. Seton on top, service back to the Cougars. And it will be Ella Bowles taking it over. High serve corralled by the Saints to the middle of the net. There's a kill. Got tipped out of bounds by Kirch, who just came in. Number 14 there in the middle for Seton. Will get the service back with a 3-point lead. Sarah Bates' turn now for the Saints. Really trouble. Mount Notre Dame regains it. Hendrickson blocked at the net. They set up near side. Tapped over for the kill. Butkovich that time, kind of a broken play for Mount Notre Dame, and they find some space right by the net. Coming in for the Cougars will be Armbruster, number 12, and she's going to serve. That's Audrey Armbruster, the junior. Throws it over the net. Here comes Seton with a hard hit that's out. That was Stigler trying to go for the kill, back corner. Mount Notre Dame ends up with a point, and it's 9-8 in favor of Seton here in our first set. See the Mount Notre Dame student section. Right side of your screen, traveled pretty well. We're tied down the first set. Bad first touch by Courtney Fitzgerald of Seton. Service back to Armbruster. Flips it over the net. Seton's turn, soft touch. Stopped there by Kirch. Hendrickson with a bomb that goes out. Seton retakes the lead at 10-9.
Now serving for the Saints.
And here's Fitzgerald to serve. 38 aces this year for Fitzgerald. It's 5th best in the GGCO. Hendrickson corrals it, far side, that's out. Too strong there was Maggie Butkovich. Score now 11-9, Seton on top. Here in our first set. Hendrickson taps it to the roof. Grabbed there by Kogan, sent across. Black with that touch. Seton's turn. There's a block at the net. Black working over there with Katie Wilking of Mount Notre Dame to bring it down. Maggie Butkovich will serve. Another look at that. Good defensive play at the net. Seton trying to barrel it over. 11-10. Seton works it to the floor as Kirsch that time got tipped by the net. But Mount Notre Dame ends up with a point. They call the net violation on Kirsch, and we're tied at 11. Referee right there on the ladder next to the net making that call. In a good spot to do it. Someone trying to break the tie here. Seton sends it out. That was Stigler. Far side off balance hit. Service to the Cougars. And here's Butkovich with it again. Mount Notre Dame on top now. First time they've had the lead. At 12-11. Kurtz gets shut down. Hendrickson playing defense again with Wilking. 2-point Mount Notre Dame lead. He get another look. And left side block. Here's Butkovich. And there's a bad serve, a little low. Seton will get one back, 13-12. New player in for Mount Notre Dame is Meredith Shea, the sophomore.
And for Seton, number 10, Sakura Codling now in and serving, and number 8, Lydia Rogers.
So back is Codling here for Seton. Sent over, stopped here, Mount Notre Dame. Hendrickson with a spike. And they'll give her the point, up by 2. So number 2 in blue has had a pretty big one so far for Mount Notre Dame. Here comes Seton's turn, trying to get it back over. There's a nice push there in the middle by Tessa Jones. Hendrickson, the soft touch. Seton corrals it. Stigler will hit it over. Mount Notre Dame sets it up. Stopped there in the middle by the Saints. Sarah Bates. Hogan able to come up with it. Hendrickson got blocked. Mount Notre Dame will send it back over. Hendrickson the touch. Good dig out there by Seton. There's a good stop on the hit far side. Codling got the first touch on that. She'll send it over for the Saints. Good volley here. Hendrickson. Now it first touched up by Bates. Bates gets it back. Flips it over. Diving stop by Kogan. Hendrickson again at the net. And Seton that time with a double tap. Mount Notre Dame gets it. Big momentum point there is Hendrickson. Big part of that point for Mount Notre Dame. They have a 3-point lead at 15-12. It's their largest here of our first set. Here's Bates. And that one goes out, says the referee. Stigler with a hit that time. 4-point Cougar lead here in the first set. It's 16-12 and the service to Kenzie Kogan. First touch Fitzgerald, they'll push it over Stigler. Kogan with a setup. Hendrickson shut down and it's sent out. Back to a 3-point set. Just Seton there will earn another back. Hendrickson that time was blocking the net and then it was sent back to the out of bounds area there by a Mount Notre Dame player on the far side. Spike by Black, first touch was Miller. Bates, and just past the diving Kogan. So Seton here on a little bit of a momentum ride. We've got the last 2 points, 16-14. Mount Notre Dame student section being pretty loud. You can see them. It's a Hawaiian out tonight in the Mount Notre Dame student section. Lydia Rogers sets up a hard spike. It's Sarah Bates. It's another one for Seton. Back to a 1-point set. There you go, perfect setup. Stigler serves it. First touch, Hendrickson. Armbruster gets over, that's out. Trying to send it over the net, and we're tied at 16 as Seton comes back from the Mount Notre Dame run. Stigler will fly it to the Mount Notre Dame end. Hendrickson, big one there, hits the floor. Cougars retake the lead at 17-16. We'll have Jessica Black come out for Mount Notre Dame. Abby Healy is in for the Cougars to serve. Another look at that point. A hard spike by Hendrickson. Seton's turn though. And it's shut down at the net by Jones. She was second on the team in kills. Tessa Jones, number 12 in black, 295 on the year. Coming into this match tonight. Hendrickson. The spike goes off a body and Seton can't save it. Deflected off Podling there to the back for the Saints. And now Notre Dame back out to that 1-point lead here in the first set at 18-17. Hendrickson will serve. And right there to shut it down was Butkovich. Took a weird deflection off Seton. Butkovich could have been in a better spot to knock it for the point. 19-17, Mount Notre Dame back on top. Hendrickson with a serve. There's a nice one by Bates. He's done a good job posting up there on the far side, able to let it hit the floor. We'll have Kurtz back in for Seton, and also in is Reagan Miller. She's going to be the one to serve here for the Saints. They trail 19-18. Armbruster, the big setup, and Hendrickson comes down the middle and nowhere for the kill. Watch this. And Hendrickson traveling the distance to set it up. 2-point Mount Notre Dame lead. Seton trying, and that's right through. Good kill by Stigler, found open space in the back. 20-19, what a great first set we've seen here in our regional semifinal for Division I, Region 4. Winner to the regional final Saturday, they'll take on Ursuline. Far side, a hit there by Woking. Gets it down for Mount Notre Dame. It was really all Seton early on in his first set, and these middle to later stages now of the opening set. Mount Notre Dame taking more and more control. Seton scrambles there to save it. Kurtz taps it over. Here is a spike. That got tipped out. Butkovich came through. Seton tried to double team at the net, but it deflected off arms out of bounds, and Seton will call their first timeout of the first set. First timeout called by either team here in our first set. It'll be a minute long and a 22-19 score for Mount Notre Dame. Like I mentioned, Seton really the better team in this first set when it first began, and then Mount Notre Dame has really taken over as of late. They've had the command last 10-15 points or so. Very impressive student section tonight for Mount Notre Dame. The Hawaiian out just above the Mount Notre Dame bench. Everyone crazy as they always do. This is a big deal in their school, in both schools. Volleyball championships. Love the Hawaiian out. Makes you feel like you're not in a place where it's 40 degrees like it is here in Ohio tonight. Audrey Armbruster will send the serve for Mount Notre Dame. They need 3 more to take the first set. Hendrickson, the first touch here. Kogan, the setup. Butkovich. Saved by Seton, the work near side. Kurtz had a chance. Armbruster, Hendrickson. In the back there, Bates touched it near the net. It's Seton, the unforced error. They couldn't handle it in their own end, and Armbruster back to serve. Mount Notre Dame, 23-19 leaders. Miller, there's a hit. Stigler, and it goes in for Seton. Big point they needed here. Got tipped by Mount Notre Dame out of bounds, says the referee. 23-20 on top. Mount Notre Dame needs 2 more. Fitzgerald with a serve. Hendrickson sets it out. Error there for Carly Hendrickson. The ace for Seton makes it a little more interesting here. They trail by 2. In the first set, the Mount Notre Dame still leads 23-21, and a timeout has been called by Mount Notre Dame. They don't want to risk it. First set, very important here for the Cougars. Try to take. Again, our Region 4 semifinal here in the state of Ohio for Division 1. Winner advancing to the regional final tomorrow. They'll take on Ursuline, who last night in this gym beat Ursula in 5 sets to advance to that regional final. Of course, Mount Notre Dame coming into our matchup tonight, the defending state champions, beat Padua in 5 sets last year to take home the state title. They were the victorious team out of this Region 4 last season. Trying to repeat history again tonight. They've got a good team to do it this year, but Seton does as well. As always here in Division 1 volleyball, we get to the later part of the year. It's basically which team in the GGCL is hot. Get a good idea of that here tonight in this match. 2 teams that split the season series this year, Mount Notre Dame and Seton. Mount Notre Dame 1 point away from getting out of the first set. Hit out there by Butkovich. She had to hit, and then Miller deflected it away for Seton. You have a set point upcoming here for Mount Notre Dame. Served by Butkovich. Miller, the soft tap. Kept alive by the Cougars. There's a hit and bounds, and Butkovich ends the first set for Mount Notre Dame. They're going crazy over there. 25-21 the final. Here it's set number 1, Mount Notre Dame on top. And a good start for the Cougars here in this matchup tonight. So we're back with a second set after a very competitive first one in a moment here on ICRC-TV.
Leaves us with the next item on our agenda is item number 5, opening session.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. If you're out here at the parade or listening, thank you again.
Into the end zone, and that is caught by Jaden Wood. Come on now, how we doing? Y'all feeling all right out there?
Hello and welcome to this edition of This is Glendale. I'm Bet Chorus.
Hey guys, this is the Unit 1 crew from Limont Fire Department. We just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And of course, you can always go to ICRC-TV.com.
Always a great day when ICRC is involved.
Another edition of ICRC, bringing the community to you.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Good morning, Uglyville! Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
About to begin our second set here from Lakota West High School, Westchester, Ohio. Back to get you with you. Rest of our great ICRC crew working hard on the cameras and in the truck tonight. So happy to bring this one to you. A 25-21 first set win for the Mount Notre Dame Cougars, trying to continue on with a good play here in our second set. Seton trying to respond after they started the first set off very well. Was the commanding team in the early moments of this game, and then Mount Notre Dame started to take over as the set went on. They eventually won it behind that great crowd and their great student section you see there, and it was a very happy huddle on the bench for Mount Notre Dame between that first and second set. So glad you're with us on ICRC-TV tonight. Mount Notre Dame, if you're just joining us in the blue uniforms, they are moving from right to left. Seton is the home team. They're in the green and black, moving left to right. Seton begins to serve here in our second set, and Sakura Codling will get it going for the Saints. Winner of this one, a chance in the regional final on Saturday against Ursuline. And that game will put you in the state final four. Mount Notre Dame wants to go back. That was Butkovich with the first point here in our second set. And Butkovich takes over the service for the Cougars. That one will be out. On that near sideline, good decision there by Codling to let it go. Now it's Sydney Stigler to serve it here for Seton. Pumps it over the net. Touch there. Great setup for Hendrickson. That tap came in from Armbruster, and it was in a perfect spot for Carly Hendrickson, number 2, to get the kill. It's 2-1 Mount Notre Dame here in her second set. Service to Kogan. Saving it is Rogers. Hit there by Bates, and that is going to be out. Points at Mount Notre Dame is 3-1. And Kogan again with a serve here for the Cougars. First touch by Fitzgerald. Great timing stop by Kogan. It was Rogers who sent it over. Seton trying to come from behind and they can't. Oh, Mount Notre Dame here in the second set to start us off. Another look. What a diving stop there by Kenzie Kogan, the sophomore. Hendrickson sent it over, and then Seton really could not regroup in their own end. Rogers, there's a block at the net, and they give the point to Seton. Net violation called on Mount Notre Dame. Lead now at 4-2.
Now serving for the Saints, number 12, Tessa Jones.
Here's Tessa Jones. Armbruster at the net. Hendrickson came in and she was shut down, but it went out of bounds on Seton, and Mount Notre Dame gets the point. 3-point Cougar lead. You'll have a new player in for the Cougars. It's Abby Healy, number 6. Trying to keep that Mount Notre Dame crowd fired up. Seton with it here. Rogers. Shut down to the net was Miller. They regained control. Cougars turn. Hendrickson. Spike there got tipped. Seton sends it over. Bates. Another block in the net. Saints have to throw it back to the Cougars. Set up far side. There's a hit. First touch Codling for Seton. Another good stop by Kogan. Hendrickson shuts it down. 6-2. You knew she was going to end up with it at some point. Healy the serve for Mount Notre Dame. Flipped up far side. What a block! Ella Bowles and Audrey Armbruster, the tag team there for Mount Notre Dame. Timeout, Seton. 5-point lead for Mount Notre Dame to open up our second set here from Westchester. And for Seton, looking for answers. This has not really been their thing. Middle of the way through that first set to the beginning here of set number 2. That might be part of the reason why. Definitely the louder side of the stands of the Mount Notre Dame side, and get their big student section we talked about all night. Service here will stay with the Cougars. And Abby Healy is back to do so for Mount Notre Dame. One timeout left here for Seton. Mount Notre Dame has a couple left. Bates, far side, another shutdown. Seton regains it. They go to Bates again. And a whistle. This is a violation on Mount Notre Dame for a double tap, I believe.
Subbing in for the Saints, number 14, Allie Kirsch.
So it is Allie Kirsch back in here for the Saints. Take over the service, Dooney's 4-point Cougar lead here in set number 2. Surprise move there by Armbruster. Seton reads it. Get it back to the Cougars. Armbruster, the far side setup. It was tipped twice. And these Bulls came down with a kill for Mount Notre Dame.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 21, Maggie.
5-point Cougar
Now
lead.
serving number 2, Carly Hendrickson.
Hendrickson here will serve for the Cougars. Flips it over the net. Bates can't get it across. Seton another try. Bates again. And a great block on the far side. Gets the point. Bowles and Armbruster work together yet again on the right side of that net. They credit Bowles with the kill or the block for Mount Notre Dame, and here is Hendrickson. Stigler sets up Bates into the net. And Seton cannot find any answers right now. Hendrickson will serve again. Her team up by 7 here in the second set. Fitzgerald, far side, they go Kirch, and there's a point for Seton. Hard off the hands of Kenzie Cogan. It's 10-4, back to a 6-point lead for the Cougars.
Number 7, Sarah Bates.
Sarah Bates will take over service here for Seton. Bates touched it there at the net. Flipped over, Armbruster, Hendrickson, it goes off the body and down to the floor. Bates trying to block it there for Seton, but could not really get much out of it. It was Cogan to Armbruster, then Hendrickson.
Now serving number 8.
Number 2 comes up big again. There's Bowles with a service. Seton responding to get it. Stigler with a good kill. Got it past the block. On the net there for Mount Notre Dame, and it's 11-5. Here in set number 2. Fitzgerald serves it for Seton. Armbruster hustles over. Tapped across, Butkovich put up in the air. Here's a hit, that's down for a kill by Allie Kirch. So, Seton trying to put some momentum together here in our second set. Fitzgerald will tap it over. That's down in front of the diving Abby Haley of Mount Notre Dame. 11-7. She unanswered here by the Saints. Another tap over by Fitzgerald. And Mount Notre Dame there with a surprise look to send it over. Armbruster that time will pick up the kill.
Subbing in for Mount Notre Dame, number 1, Jessica Black. Serving is number 12, Larry Armbruster.
12-7 lead. Here's Armbruster. Back with his service duties. Tapped across by Stigler. Hendrickson is set up. Butkovich very strong there. Seton keeps it alive. Into the net by Stigler. 13-7. Armbruster will send it over. Flipped up by Fitzgerald. There's Stigler, and it's in. They say, what a kill there by Stigler. Not a whole lot of room to work with on the backside. Able to get it in bounds, says the referee. Oh, I don't know about that one. So tough to make that call, though. You're standing right there. It's 13-8. Codling flips it across for Seton. Hendrickson came in the middle of nowhere but sent it to the net. Seton with another point. It's now a 4-point lead for Mount Notre Dame. It's shrunk a little bit here as we have gone throughout the second. Here's Codling, the serve. And that's just tipped out by Butkovich. The unforced error. 3-point lead now for the Cougars. 13-10. Little pause here to get something set up. Codling another serve. Second in the GGCL and aces is Codling. This is not one. And it's going to be a point for Mount Notre Dame as coming in there for that play was Butkovich. Armbruster set her up. 14-10. Butkovich out the back. 3-point lead in the set now for Mount Notre Dame. They're going to bring in a new player. That's Meredith Shea, number 17, the sophomore. And it'll be Bates here to fly it out for Seton. Kogan kept it alive. Hendrickson the tap. Dug out there by Seton. Mount Notre Dame again. Hendrickson able to get it down. 15-11.
Now serving number 3,
That ball found the inbounds area there, middle of the floor, past the outstretch. Seton player trying to play defense in Stigler. Far side Bates. Kept alive Cougars. Hendrickson. Bates kept it going. Seton trying to respond. Hendrickson again, and this time it tipped out of bounds and give the point to Mount Notre Dame. I don't know who that went off of from Seton. It definitely got tipped. Referee said so there right in the ladder. We get a timeout called by Seton as they trail by 5 here in our second set. Seton's showing a little bit of signs of life there, but Notre Dame has really just kind of kept a firm hold on things for a long time in this match. Want to remind you, if you're interested in live production, running cameras, working in the truck, calling games, ICRC needs volunteers, and we need you. Just send us a message on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. at ICRC-TV. crowd on kind of the edge of their seats for Mount Notre Dame. You see a lot of nervous faces there. Cougars trying to get back to where they were last year. State championship game. They got 2 big matches to come out of here in Region 4 before they can even think about that. Seton, meanwhile, in this position later on in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. They like to keep a good run going. And again, the winner of this one faces Ursuline, the regional final on Saturday. Inbounds, spike at the net by Bulls. And these two teams met earlier on in the year. The 2 times they did, they split the season series. If you remember us talking about it, Mount Notre Dame won in 4 sets in the last meeting, and then Seton won in 5 sets at home on September the 7th. The first time these teams saw each other this year. This is out of bounds, off the hands of Shea, the sophomore. Seton will grab that point, bring it back within 5.
Now serving for the Saints, number 12, Tessa Jones.
But the point is, it's been a lot closer in terms of the competition. And these two teams have played each other earlier on in the year. There's an ace. Shea, another tap that hits the floor. Tessa Jones, 52 aces coming into the season to this one. That was 5th best in the GGCL this year. Hendrickson will shut him down.
By number 2, Carly Hendrickson.
5-point Cougar lead at 18 of 13.
Checking in for the Cougars.
Service to the Cougars here, and it's Abby Healy taking over for Mount Notre Dame. Far side, they go to Bates. That's their go-to, and Mount Notre Dame can't come up with a response. A whistle here for some subs against Seton as you're looking at the replay, and Sarah Bates got it over that block attempt there on the right side of the net. Mount Notre Dame able to hit it, but not strong enough. Miller sets it over. Mount Notre Dame. This one tipped in the air, near side. And that's in the corner for Allie Kirch. Sophomore comes up with a clutch hit there, barely in bounds for Seton. And the Saints riding a little bit of momentum here. It's 18 of 15, all of a sudden a 3-point second set. Miller to the net, that goes down. And it's a 4-point lead now for Mount Notre Dame. Coming back in is Butkovich for the Cougars, and they'll send Hendrickson back to serve. Miller tips it in the air. Bates sent over Healy. Near side, that's inbounds. As Butkovich came in and makes an impact. To 15, back to a 5-point lead. The Mount Notre Dame lead, I should say, is growing yet again. Hendrickson this time will send it out on the serve. 20 to 16 as Jim gets loud from the Mount Notre Dame student section. Bates sends it out. 21 to 16. So here is Ella Bowles. Flips it out to the back, kept alive. Stigler can't get it over. Seton kind of in panic mode here. They'll finally respond well. Mount Notre Dame's turn. There's a hit and a kill. Wilking that time for Mount Notre Dame, and Seton trouble in their own end with it. 22 to 16.
Now serving number 8, Ella Bowles.
Bowles has the serve, sends it over. Fitzgerald kept it alive. There's a nice spike with an even better block. Stigler had the spike. Bates, Hendrickson chips it off the roof. Armbruster keeps it alive, and Butkovich can't get the kill. Stigler, Hendrickson, Armbruster returns it. Good take out there by Seton. That was Decker. And they'll get the point as Kurtz with a spike that went off of Bowles. Hendrickson had a good spike, good dig out. Kurtz on the near side, tipped off Bowles and out. 22-17. Fitzgerald setting it up. That was a hit there by Butkovich. Went off of a Seton hand and lost to the Raptors. 2 points away is Mount Notre Dame for taking a 2-0 set lead here in the match. As Armbruster has it here for the Cougars. Looks it over the net. Here's Miller. Near side. There's a nice hit. Get the point, Kurtz. There's Colgan with the tip for Mount Notre Dame. So, still a little bit of life here for Seton. They'll make some substitutions. They got the service back. As with it here is Codling for the Saints. That is out the back. And you get a set point coming up for Mount Notre Dame.
Now serving number 21,
They go to Butkovich from Mount Notre Dame. 1 point needed to really take command of this one. Rogers, nice block. Seton trying to save it. They do, sent over by Jones. Hendrickson, and that's out of bounds. Seton able to stay alive right on the line there for Carly Hendrickson.
Now serving for the Saints, number 2, Cindy Stigler.
24-19.
Subbing in for Mount Notre Dame.
Seton able to stay alive yet another day here in the second set. Hendrickson that time was about an inch or two away from sending this one to a break. They'll try again. Hendrickson dug out there by Stigler. Kept alive, Fitzgerald sent over by Bates. Armbruster to Hendrickson, blocked to the air. Fitzgerald again to Bates, another block. Rogers pushed it across, Hendrickson again. Good volley here in the second set. Bates, Armbruster flipped it up. Colgan, Hendrickson, big dig by Fitzgerald. Sarah Bates, Colgan, the first touch. Trouble for Jessica Black, barely gets it over. Seton will shut down the point. That was Jones. Boy, I think kind of whipped there on the spike attempt, but it got the job done anyway. I think she made as clean a contact as she wanted. It's 24-20. Still a set point here for Mount Notre Dame. Seton trying to keep it alive. Bates is blocked with a point to Seton as it fell on the floor in the Mount Notre Dame side of the net. And a timeout called by the Cougars. All kinds of trouble for Mount Notre Dame trying to shut down the second set here in the match. And Seton has not been making it easy at all. Notre Dame has really commanded the second set, pretty much all areas, but Seton not going away without a fight at all. They don't want to be down 2-0 against the defending state champion and their star player and Carly Hendrickson. Hendrickson actually finished second in the league in kills this year, the GGCL with 353.
Serving is number 2.
She trailed Seton, Sarah Bates, that number 7. Always on the far side for the Saints, trying to get kills. That is out, second set over. And Mount Notre Dame takes a 2-0 lead here in this one. 25-21 to score again after that was our final in set number 1. And Mount Notre Dame a chance to close it out in set number 3 when we come back on ICRC-TV.
On air or online. This is media for your community. is ICRC-TV.
There's no better feeling than to be a part of a fire department. This is a family.
Police officer, it's a great job. It really is. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to help.
We're forgetting what's going on outside. We're focusing on what's going on in here, and we're all family.
This idea of a family academy, connecting families to talk about relevant issues.
Unbelievable. Milford has stormed all the way back in this football game.
The Warriors in the state finals! State finals! Ohio Wesleyan, here we come!
And it's up to every one of you all to keep this going and carry the torch. I hope you will do that. Thank you.
ICRC-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Back for our third set here at Lakota West High School, Westchester, Ohio. Patrick Etchen with you. The rest of our great ICRC crew, our Division I Region 4 semifinal. Trip to the regional final is on the line here tonight, and a chance to take on Ursuline in that for an opportunity to go to the state Final Four. That matchup Saturday at 2 p.m. here at Lakota West High School. It's been all Mount Notre Dame here in this matchup so far. They lead the set count 2-0. Seton has not been able to find many answers in this match so far. That's the look. Pretty much everybody with a Seton shirt or jersey or something on here tonight inside the gym. So Mount Notre Dame trying to return yet again to the regional final. There's a good start. As they need just one more set to do so. Good job by Wilking to shut it down. Another look there at the big play. And Seton unable to come up with an answer. Butkovich serves for Mount Notre Dame, and that's out again. The ace is Fitzgerald. Let it go out that far side. And Butkovich returns with a serve. 2-0 Mount Notre Dame. This might be a quicker match than we anticipated. There's Butkovich to the net. So now you got Jared Deshay checking in for Butkovich to the Mount Notre Dame side of things. That is Courtney Fitzgerald about to serve for Seton. 2-1 lead, Mount Notre Dame. Hendrickson makes it 2-2. That goes out. Very close play there on the line. We've had a lot of those tonight. They give the point off to Seton. Fitzgerald rips it over. Cogan. Hendrickson, the soft tap. Kind of catching people off guard. Seton able to respond. There's a nice block in the net. Hendrickson, and there's over 3 taps by Mount Notre Dame. Couldn't quite keep it alive there, and Seton has opened up the 3-2 lead here in our third set. Service now by Fitzgerald. Shea kept it alive. Here's Hendrickson. Up in the air there by Kirch. Popped over at the net. Hendrickson with a spike. Inbounds. Tied at 3. Turns into a kill for Carly Hendrickson. was a big part of Mount Notre Dame's state championship run last year, and they expect her to be a big part this year if they were to make it past this match here tonight. Another kill by number 2, and the Cougars back on top. Kogan, the backward setup. Going past Sarah Bates, trying to block. Kogan will serve here for the Cougars into the net. And the ball returns to Seton.
Subbing in for Seton, number 10, Sakura Codling.
Bring Sakura Codling back in to do the service duties. Of course, the best server in the GGCL. I'm sorry, the second best server in the league, the best server on her team. Coming into this one here tonight. Good hit there, and a kill is made by Stigler. Sydney Stigler is also a pretty good server. She has 40 aces. Coming into this matchup, that was 4th best in the GGCL this year. And Codling here the duties for Seton. They're up 5-4. Hendrickson blocked in the net. Armbruster kept it alive. Kogan, Hendrickson again. Bates comes up with it. Here's Rogers. That is going to be Stigler's hit inbounds. Seton coming alive here in set number 3. Great hit by Stigler, and that was in. Kogan dove for it. Codling another serve. Hendrickson can't quite set it up the way she wanted. They still get it over. Here is Stigler. And blocked there by Kogan. Armbruster, the setup. This is tapped out. They're too strong there by Bowles. Right at the net for Mount Notre Dame. And Codling back for another Seton serve. They have a 3-point lead now here in our 3rd set. Codling pops it over and hits the floor. In front of Hendrickson, who kind of let it bounce right in front of her. Misjudged the distance, and that one did Hendrickson. 4-point lead. Codling out the back. Knocks it down to 3. Mount Notre Dame will get the service yet again, and they're going to bring in Healy to send it away. Back corner, Codling keeps it alive. There's a nice hit going into the net. Sarah Bates that time drove it through the twine. 2-point Seton advantage. Healy. Codling started back corner, far side. There's a hit by Stigler. Armbruster, the setup, and Hendrickson kills it big time for Mount Notre Dame. 8-7. Really nobody in that back left corner for Seton to try to stop that. At the net, Jones, who was tipped out, and a point to Seton. Tessa Jones, top 5 in the GGCL in kills, blocks, and aces this year, number 12 in black. Hendrickson pops it across the net. We get a whistle here for the violation on Mount Notre Dame. It's 10-7. Again, that 2-0 set lead here for the Cougars. Need just one more to take the match, go to the regional final on Saturday. Out of bounds on the Seton serve, makes it a 2-point set and a 10-8. Hendrickson's turn behind the line. That was a back first touch by Codling, just stuck out the arms. Goes back to Hendrickson, 1-point 3rd set. Tipped off. Well, Codling. We're tied at 10, and Hendrickson was able to send it again for Mount Notre Dame. Whistle before this. Mount Notre Dame gets a point. I don't think Seton was set there or something. Call a violation on the Saints, who now lose the lead. Mount Notre Dame, a few unanswered points. It's now 11-10. Hendrickson tapped it over the net on the serve. Jones pushes forward. Really soft there. Mount Notre Dame chance. It's hit over by Bowles. Seton able to regain control. Cougars turn. Butkovich tipped to the net. Bates will get the kill as Hendrickson couldn't block it. Knotted at 11 here in our third set. Much needed point there for Seton to try to regain some morale here. Tessa Jones with a serve. Armbruster the setup. That was hit over there by Butkovich. And a whistle for a violation on Seton. Man, those have been killing them all night long, especially here in this third set. Service back to Bowles here for Mount Notre Dame. 12-11. That one skyrockets into the seats. And a block attempt by Stigler, who had the first touch. Therefore, Seton. So it's Bowles here standing behind the line for Mount Notre Dame. It's this one up. Rogers tapped it, and it went out of bounds. And timeout Seton. So Seton had that pretty decent lead going a few points ago, but Mount Notre Dame has really stormed back to take the 14-11 lead. Here in set number 3, Mount Notre Dame trying to take this match in straight sets. Seton looking to find some answers here. They really haven't been able to very well since kind of the middle stage of that first set after Seton opened up the match with a really good lead. They looked like they were going to be the better team tonight, but then all of a sudden, Mount Notre Dame turned up the dial. It's really been their match to command here ever since then, that middle part of the first set. Jason Dudley, our executive producer. Dean Lowry helping to produce tonight. Cody Fry, our director. Camera operators. Nicholas Party, Keith Dale on hand tonight here on ICRC-TV. So glad you're with us this evening. Our great crew helping put this one on the air tonight. Tipped out of bounds here by the Mount Notre Dame block. This goes out. Seton with a point, and they trail by 2.
Subbing in for Seton, number 14, Alec Kirsch, number 13.
Kirsch back in for Seton, and they will also bring Reagan Miller into the match. And it's Miller the one to serve here for the Saints. 2-point set. Armbruster, the setup, that's out. And barely out by Hendrickson. That's a 1-point lead for the Cougars. Service there by Miller. Blocked at the net. Good tag team action. That was Kirsch and Miller. Here's a spike that they say is in. Sarah Bates with a kill to tie us at 14 here in the third set. Again, the winner of this one moves on to the regional final Saturday against Ursuline. In that match, a chance to go to the state final for in Division 1. There's an ace. It was Miller that time to pick it up for Seton off the net. Took a really lucky bounce. Saints by 1. Hendrickson the first touch, off the Miller serve. She'll send it back over. Fitzgerald, here is Bates. Notre Dame keeps it alive, Butkovich, and that hit the floor in the middle. In front of Stigler there, tried to grab it for Seton.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 1, Jessica Black. Now serving number 12.
So, Audrey Armbruster's turn now for Mount Notre Dame. And the service, very tight third set, 15 all. Tapped over. Good job by Bates. Good spike there. That was Butkovich, and this one hits the wood.
Go by number 9, Katie Wilking.
They're going to credit Wilking for the point, number 9 there on your screen. 1 point lead, Mount Notre Dame. Stigler kept it going. Over to Bates. Hendrickson, the two-hand move to keep it going for Mount Notre Dame, and this is hit out off Seton arms. Hendrickson credit for the kill. 2-point lead, Mount Notre Dame. Take it over here is Armbruster. Puts it over the net. Bates kept it alive. Here's a tap. Miller cannot get it over. They try Bates far side. Colgan kept it alive. Here's a hit there that was tipped away by Wilking. And then this is going to be a point for the Cougars. The scene there couldn't come up with it, and it's back in the hands of Armbruster to serve here for Mount Notre Dame. Armbruster over the net. This is tipped out. And Stigler in the back part there. Timeout Seton. Their season hangs in the balance. 6 more points, and Mount Notre Dame advances in straight sets. It's weird how one-sided this matchup has been. After we mentioned earlier, these teams split the season series earlier this year. Mount Notre Dame in 4 sets. It was one of the matchups, and seed 1 and 5. But again, like we said all night long, it's been closer between these teams this year. But Mount Notre Dame seems to just have it a lot more tonight compared to Seton. It's been a lot of tough expressions over there on that Seton bench all night long. They just don't know what to do. All right, Mount Notre Dame trying to close it out. No more timeouts left for Seton. Mount Notre Dame has 2 remaining. Here in our third set. And here is Armbruster to set it free for Mount Notre Dame. Brings it over the net. Put up in the air. And Butkovich is able to find some room, but that goes out of bounds. So Seton will get the point. Service back to the Saints, and here's Sarah Bates.
Now serving number 7, Sarah Bates.
Bates flips it over, and Butkovich, the touch goes out. It's 19-17. So here is Sarah Bates, but she will not be able to serve. Well, Notre Dame calls the quick timeout here. It'll be their first used of our third set. Two-point edge for the Cougars here in this third set. Trying to close it out by 6. You know, Seton, though, is not going to come away without a fight. It's been a very good year for the Seton Saints. They don't want it to end this evening, but the hole has been getting deeper and deeper for them to try to dig out of here in these last couple of sets. And in this third set as well.
Serving is number 7, Sarah Bates.
So here's Sarah Bates. Send it over for Seton. And there's a good start for Seton Saints. As Butkovich again could come up with an answer from the Sarah Bates serve. And Bates right back behind the line with it again for Seton. Bates flips it over, that goes out. Out the back, Kenzie Kogan that time. Watch it go by for Mount Notre Dame. That was a good choice. And here's Butkovich. 2-point lead. Far side Stigler. Nice play by Kogan. Kind of the dive move there. Hendrickson in the net. And it's back to a 1-point set, 20-19. Shea is back in for the Cougars. And Fitzgerald serves for the Saints. Armbruster set up. Hendrickson was blocked down. Great work at the net by Kirch and Jones. That's a big time play for Seton. They've been waiting for that all night long, and they shut down one of the most lethal players on the court. Tied at 20. Kogan was yelling there to Hendrickson to pick it up off the roof. She did. Seton now with it far side. Kind of a soft tap there. Bad setup for Stigler. Hendrickson the tap. That will be sent over by Seton. Somehow they early get it on the Mount Notre Dame side, and then Hendrickson ends it with a kill as Sarah Bates can't come up with the answer. My oh my. Service back to Mount Notre Dame. Fireworks here at the end of this third set. Kirch is blocked. Hendrickson that time with Ella Bowles. Mount Notre Dame is 3 points away. Seton trying to find some answers. They need to quickly. Sees it on the line here tonight for them. Tapped in the air, Bates. Far side, Stigler. And that will be a Seton point. Went off a Mount Notre Dame hand over there on the far side. It's 22-21, and this is going to be Codling back to serve for Seton. Hendrickson the first touch. Armbruster sets her up. Over here, that is touched into the net. Stigler just not enough on it. Mount Notre Dame takes over. Here's Abby Healy. Jones got shut down. Hendrickson there, along with Ella Bowles. And a match point for Mount Notre Dame. They need one more to advance to the regional final. Healy sends it over. Jones the tap. Kogan. Hendrickson. Yes! Mount Notre Dame is moving on. They're going to the regional final on Saturday against Ursuline. Quite a scene here at Westchester. Season over for the Ursuline Saints, for the Seton Saints, I should say. Ursuline season still going. They're going to take on Mount Notre Dame on Saturday in the regional final. Good match played by the Cougars, who win it in straight sets over Seton. It'll be the ninth straight time that Ursuline and Mount Notre Dame will meet each other in the regional final here in Girls Volleyball Division I. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. For all of our great ICRC crew, Patrick Eschen saying so long, good night from Lakota West High School, Westchester Township, Ohio. Mount Notre Dame moving on to the regional final on Saturday. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody.